Hello, I'm Kyle Bratch from Chaparral Motorsports, and today I want to introduce to you a very exciting offering from Alpinestars. This is going to be a waterproof Tech 7 Enduro boot. That's right, this is a Tech 7, so it's a tried and true chassis with an Enduro Sole. So for those of you guys who are riding this boot off-road as an Enduro boot, as an adventure boot, or as a motocross boot that you want to be able to hike around in, this has now gotten even better. It now has Alpinestars' proprietary DryStar Membrane in it. That DryStar Membrane comes all the way up to the very top of this boot. That's going to allow you to be able to be at the motocross track on a pouring, rainy, wet day, be able to walk through puddles or walk through a mucky track that has just got prepped, and your feet will not get wet. It is a huge benefit. If you're an adventure rider and you ride in all different types of climates, in all different lands, you have to cross creeks and streams, this boot will allow you to do that comfortably, safely, and while staying dry. Now in the past, if you wanted a waterproof boot from Alpinestars, you had to go with the Belize, the Corzol, or the Toucan boot. Now those are all great boots depending on what type of adventure or enduro motorcycling you're doing. But this Tech 7 really takes that protection to another level. This is going to have a hinge system here at the ankle, allowing you to have lockout protection. So if you're jumping that big behemoth of an adventure bike and landing hard on those pegs, you're going to have protection when you have landings like that, so you're going to be safe in doing that type of activity. The other thing you're going to have here is a really nice suede and full grain leather construction. It's going to allow this boot to be breathable as well as be protective and have lots of longevity built into it. When it comes to heel and toe protection, Alpinestars really is the mark when it comes to having one of the most protective boots in the marketplace. Now the Tech 7 is just a step down from the Tech 10 as far as those creature comforts, features, benefits, and ultimate levels of protection. But if you're not hitting triples on the Supercross track, this boot is going to be a perfect boot to complement all of the different riding styles that you're going to find yourself in. Now please keep in mind that we have a full detailed breakdown of the Tech 7 already on the website. I'll put a link in the description to that video below. Today we're really doing an overview of this boot, looking at some of the finer details of the boot. But if you want full-on detailed, super minute detail breakdown, take a look at the link in the description down below. Now the first thing I want to say is this boot does have updated buckles. These buckles are extremely easy for getting in and out of. They're designed to actually release mud. So when you open these up, the mud's going to fall out. It has an aluminum backbone that's going to allow this to be a very seamless operation. It's going to feel really good when opening and closing. Now when it comes to the sole of the boot, we have a replaceable sole here, which is great for those of you who put some miles onto your boots. We then have a single piece of injection molded footbed, if you will. That's going to give you great support and protection. On top of that, we're going to have a 3 density layer there that's going to allow you to have impact protection at 3 different levels for 3 different styles of get off or impact protection that you might need. While still kind of talking about the sole in the bottom of the boot, let's look at the Enduro Sole here for a moment. This is going to have the same exact foot peg recess as the traditional Tech 7. What you are going to see though is a more lug style sole here at the toe and at the heel. That's going to be great for pushing your adventure bike or your dirt bike, getting traction in the mud and be able to push out and through. It also makes a great hiking sole. This boot is lightweight enough that you're going to have great protection while still being able to hike around and see those things that you really went out there to adventure to in the beginning. Now before we open the boot, let's take a look at the Shin Plate here really quick. This is a great protective piece that Alpinestars puts on. This is going to protect you from rocks, from sticks, and even your own foot peg on your motorcycle from giving you shin damage or bruising. Opening this boot up, we're going to notice a nice logo up here. This is going to be the DryStar Membrane logo. When we do open the boot up, we can see that the gusset here on the top of the boot comes all the way to the top. So from here down, you're going to have 100% waterproof protection. It's going to be huge. Now, if you're already wearing a pair of Alpinestars waterproof pants, an over the boot style, that's going to come down to about here, literally you could forge through a creek that was about waist deep and not ever have water get into your pants or your boots if you're maintaining a constant movement through that river or stream. Another really nice feature about the Alpinestars straps that I really like is this round piece right here. You notice that that round piece is on every single one of these buckles. Now on some of the other motocross boots out there, the strap is in a specific location, and if your foot doesn't line up to that location, you could have some pinching or some binding. The way that this works, it actually pivots. Let me go ahead and open this guy up real quick. Take a look. You can pivot down, you can pivot up. This is going to give you infinite adjustability, making this boot be able to fit every rider's foot that goes into it. Another feature that I really like about the Tech 7 is the very smooth inside contact patch with the bike. Not only do you have some nice rubber here that's going to allow you to stick to your bike well, I like the fact that it's very, very slim lined. Some of the other motocross boots out there that I have tried and worn have a much larger, bulkier top section here, and that really gets in the way of me being able to reach down and hit my shifter or my brake. The Tech 7 has been one of the more comfortable boots that I've ever ridden in when it comes to accessing your controls. One more point to mention on the buckles is sometimes while riding off-road, you can get sticks and even your own foot peg that can open up the buckle of a boot. Take a look at this. Alpinestars has built in a lip right here so that if you were to have something that glanced the boot like this, it's going to hit this little lip and that thing's going to slide up and over the buckle without causing that buckle to open. That is a really nice safety feature that they built into the buckle of this boot. And there you have it. Those are the finer details of the brand new waterproof Tech 7 boot from Alpinestars. If you like what you saw today, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And if you want to see more action like this directly come to your inbox, please hit that subscribe button and more importantly, the notification bell. Until next time, as always, take care and ride safe out there.